Okay, Chloe.
Okay,
That's the skill.
we're going to work on the same part as yesterday from Sure on the Shining Night, page 4. We're going to try to go a little bit further, maybe to rehearsal E. So let's start. Everyone, measure 25. So 2 bars before you come in. We can all be sitting down right now. I'm sorry. Sorry.
How to make your choir happy in one simple phrase.
You're my favorite.
You're my favorite. I know we didn't go on all the way to the end there.
I didn't mean to go that far.
Yeah, that's fine. So, your ability now to move back and forth between 4 and 3 and 2 and to do the subdivisi that we worked on in...
I threw that away a couple times. I forgot what we worked on.
That's okay, but it worked in all but kind of one way, and well, actually 2 ways. So I think the purpose normally of subdivision, well, one of the things obviously is to slow it down, okay? And then usually when we're slowing it down, there's usually something else that occurs. So I think you've got the slowing down part, but there's a broadening to it too dynamically that I think we don't have, and that's related to this same concept of being able to broaden the gesture, to make the gesture bigger. And so I'd like to address that in just a second. The other thing is that when you're slowing down, or maybe at the end of the slowing down you're trying to recover tempo, remember that you've got to have space for that to happen. There's one spot where you got an S in early, there's one spot where you got her in early, and that's because when you weren't really showing us the deceleration and then here we are going to 1. Remember that the only way that we can predict where you're going to arrive is if what you're doing looks like natural acceleration and deceleration. So there are a couple spots where we get off on that. So can we go back to that 2/4 bar here, and you did this fine, but can this actually move to something that is forte? In other words, in addition to the subdivision, show the crescendo that's happening there, okay?
Okay, I guess we'll start at measure 37 on the word whole. I forgot what pattern to use there, sorry.
So what you're wanting to go, sure on this shine, you're 2 first and 4 second, right?
2 first and 4 second.
Yeah, and you did 4 first, so.
I-
That's another way of
starts
doing
on- It starts on a 2/4, so I did 2/4 and then the 4/4 and then, I was supposed to do a 2/4 in there, but I didn't.
Right, on the, just to be clear, we're not like that Geico commercial, fraud protection. We're talking about the second bar, right? On the page? Yes?
Yeah,
I just want to make sure when you were saying 2/4, you weren't referring to the first bar. All right, so we're on the same page. Okay, we're good.
same place.
What I want you to do is in the second bar where you're going to go 4 and then 2, I want you to make that bigger, okay, so that we get the crescendo. Okay, we're getting the slow, we're not getting the crescendo. Yeah, but I think it's kind of like when you talk about time, you like earlier today you said you felt like you were taking a long time and it really wasn't very long. I think what seems a little bit, what seems like a big change
I'm
to
doing it,
you
but I'm not, yeah.
is a little bit to us. Because what I'd like to see is whole, sure on this shining. Really make it big, okay? See, it's not that it necessarily has to be that, it's just that I've never gotten you to do that, and I want to see if I can get you to do it. It's kind of like a challenge. Don't get it so wide. Yes, right. So oh, here's what you did, man. Sure on this shine. And what I'm wanting is, oh, sure on this shine. Go up here and down. And again, remember the other day I told you that you can create the illusion of greater space by moving the horizontal plane. So if it's not just both hands up, but if you take your left hand and you go down, and your right hand and you go up, it lowers the horizontal plane, which then it creates, what is this? 2.5 feet maybe between my hands? So if I went from here, it's like the little joke, right? I don't know that I have 2.5 feet up here. But I can create 2.5 feet this way. The other thing is, it feels like tension, like I'm pulling a band. So if you could go, oh, sure on this shine, and stretch this way, then you're not going to get way up here. You'll get one hand down and one hand up. See, pretend, just take your 2 hands and pretend like you're a mime, like you're going to pull a rubber binder. So you're going to go, rubber band. That you're going to pull a rubber band between those 2 hands. See if you can make me believe that you. Yeah, now keep going. It's a bigger rubber band. Keep going. Not so wide, but above. Yeah. So instead of going like this, see if you can go like this. Okay. Yeah. That's but see.
It just,
What?
I don't know.
It feels weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I still want you to do it. So just really.
I'm just trying to think of how that that fits into the actual phrase. Like,
Yeah, so hold sure on this shining night, am I almost elbowing you? Ning night. You know, it's trying to build that energy so that you release it on night. And there's really nothing that's being built up into night, which is, so you're broad, you're slowing down, we don't feel like there's energy building. And that's the last kind of thing.
okay.
And it doesn't have to be that mood, but somehow I want you to pick up a sack of flour, and I want you to drop it over the bar line. And you're picking up a sack of sugar and drop it over the bar line, okay?
Same lines, measure 37.
Because you put it down on the downbeat of night, but you didn't build it up before you put it down. So that's better than not doing anything, but it's like you were here and I handed you the sack, and then you drop the sack. I want you to pick it up, walk it over, and drop it. So really build more energy in here, okay? Build the crescendo. That's what we're trying to do. Start that week for one.
We're starting to pick up to measure 44. I weed.
Got off there. I'm not sure. I think it was before you got to that measure, you were off somewhat. Just try one more time. You did a good job of thinking about your tempo before you brought that in. I appreciate that.
Same place.
This morning, I think if you're going to do all of that in there, be patient and take time with it.
Yeah.
So, now, something we haven't talked about in a long time, and since this is your last day conducting, I want to see if maybe we can make a little bit of an adjustment. Is there some hand position we can find other than this one?
Because I know it looks like, I know how it looks. Like I've seen this, I know everyone. This looks.
Well, and to be clear, why? Well, tell us what it looks like.
Well, I didn't want to, like, I think it started off as like I really didn't want to do this. I didn't want my fingers to be everywhere. So then I tried to,
Right. And there's not anything wrong necessarily having your fingers together. The issue is that your fingertips are down, and that closes you off to us. Because, we no longer, the expressive part of the hand is the palm, right? If you're going to caress a young child, you're generally going to caress them with this part of the hand. And we sort of feel like that too, as just, it's just sort of like the acceleration, deceleration. We understand how that works in specific gravity 1. Well, there are certain things, if I want to gently touch you, I would touch you with the palm. And if I want to slap you, I'd give you the back of my hand. And so you're just giving us the back of the hand all the time, which is a little off-putting, I think.
Okay.
But the problem that you've got is this is relaxed, because a relaxed hand position is not straight, right?
Yeah.
So this is a relaxed hand position. And what you kind of go between here and here, and it's neither one of those. It's being able to move the hand so that it has actual flexibility to it, almost like you're playing piano. You know, like you're gonna move the hand a little bit. So just see if you can. We're gonna go all the way back to the top of 4 first measure, and we're gonna just see if we can get some movement in the wrist and the hand in these joints. It gives us a little more legato.
Okay.
Okay.
Measure 25.
Back because you work so hard to get your elbows away from your torso. But this time, I want you to conduct with your elbows right against your torso, and I just want you to conduct with the elbow. Just do everything that you're doing now here. But just do it here, so that you don't have the ability to move your arm. You've got to put it all in this joint. See if that helps you move your hand a little bit.
Okay. Just try this. I know you don't like pointing, but just try pointing one time. Okay? Back to your hand position. If you how we got all of this in here to play with. Okay. So it's not just here, it's not just dead straight. I think I stepped on this. I did that. Yeah, but it's just feel, you know, you really do have, you've got a joint there. If you played a string instrument, okay, so you know, it's kind of, you know when we're doing this, but it's constant. Are you really? Yeah.
Oh, wow. Point at the violin and are pointing the cellos and the violins. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. You know, you can like do. Wow, I can't. Wow, that's just so many thoughts just came to mind. But that, you know, there's a whole, you know, some of the things that you're trying to show. You're having to show out here, you know, because you're not showing it here. That's part of what contributes to your feeling of awkwardness. And the other thing is you're catching yourself in your posture. You know, this time when you start, set your posture and then start the piece. And try to stay with them. In fact, just do it one time without this. And if you get lost, just keep going. It doesn't really matter what the pattern is. Okay, they're not violins. They're not casting measures. Okay, good posture. I was talking to her. Thank you. Thank you.
Put your phone away, please. Thank you. Okay.
I forgot to tell you one other thing. This is my fault. Don't mouth this time.
Okay.
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 Keep going.
trying to do too much by mouthing it to
Well,
compensate for what I'm not doing.
Yeah, I mean, right, that's exactly right, right? If you put it in your mouth, you don't have to put it in your hands. So same through your fingers, not through your mouth. Choir, can you, what time is it? 30. Can you give us 5 minutes, just go take a break and let the three of us talk? And then come back anytime. Before they leave, don't lose your way.
You should get them. She'll get you.
I'm shocked, are you?